going to be talking about the rhomboids and kind of that shoulder complex. Well, it's actually the scapulothoracic joint, but let's dive into it a little bit. So, um, we're going to start by kind of where it originates, where it inserts, because that's going to kind of give us our line of pull. So, it connects to the ligamentum nuchae and the spinous processes. So it also connects to quite a few of vertebrae in the spinal column, C7 through T5. So really hitting about 6 different vertebrae that it connects to. So, and then it inserts around that medial border of the scapula and from the root of the scapular spine, and it goes all the way down to the inferior angle. And that's going to play an important part of kind of the actions that happen with the rhomboids. So the nerve that kind of makes everything happen with those rhomboids is the dorsal scapular nerve. And the action, there's a couple different ones, kind of like the psoas major I talked about earlier. So the biggest one is going to be scapular retraction. Other ones is going to be scapular elevation, scapular downward rotation. So as we switch on over to visible body, so we can kind of see how that muscle pulls that scapula. So let's draw a little bit on this here skeleton, guys. So the major one, the biggest one, is going to be that scapular retraction. So as we can see, it originates there. It inserts on the spine, so insertion moves towards the origin. So with scapular retraction, it's going to move in medially towards that spine. So that's the first one. Next one is scapular elevation. As we can see, that the rhomboids kind of go up a little bit, so that's going to pull this scapula up. So it's going to elevate. Elevate that scapula there. And so that's one of them. And then that next one is going to be downward rotation. So that's where connecting at that inferior angle is really going to come into play. So with downward rotation, this inferior angle is going to move towards that spinal column, which is going to cause that upper part, the acromion process of the scapula, to kind of move downward, and that's going to create downward rotation in our scapula.